afternoon, guys. We're going to take a second to look at this video. Alright, this was just one accident out of a compilation that was uploaded to YouTube showing vehicle accidents caused by drivers falling asleep behind the wheel. Many have died because they didn't get enough sleep. I'm Kennedy Comas, and I'm here today to persuade you guys to get the recommended hours of sleep each night, and for adults it's about 7 to 9 hours. This will greatly benefit many aspects of your life, including saving it. I never really think about sleep, and I'm sure neither do you, but all we know is that we can't go without it and that we love it. But it's an option, right? We'll skip out on sleep to go cram and study for exams or pull all-nighters for great causes like Gates Marathon. And I would push through it and then just catch up on my sleep later, but then I would know that I wasn't feeling at my best, my brain was froggy. But with that, we don't know how much sleep can actually impact our overall health. Sleep deprivation is a consistent shortage of sleep and is a serious problem in the United States. A Gallup poll taken in 2013 found that 40% of Americans get less than 7 hours of sleep per night. The extent of sleep loss in the United States is so severe that the CDC have declared that insufficient sleep is a public health epidemic. According to their research, such widespread sleep deprivation has enormous economical, medical, environmental, health costs in the United States. Here are just a few examples. Scientists from Harvard estimated that sleep deprivation caused the American economy $62.3 billion per year in lost productivity. Over 400,000 Americans died per year from preventable medical errors, making them the third largest cause of death in the United States. Overworked and under-rested doctors who traditionally work long shifts make 36% more errors than better-rested physicians with reduced schedules. According to the American Sleep Foundation, about half of the United States adult drivers admit to consistently getting behind the wheel while feeling drowsy. What drivers may not realize is how much drowsy driving put themselves and others at risk. In fact, estimated about 5,000 people have died in 2015 in crashes involving drowsy driving, according to a Governor's Highway Safety Association report. But lastly, the individual's effects of sleep deprivation, which range from lack of concentration to increased risk of serious medical conditions. Now, how do we plan to find a solution for this epidemic? As a nation, we are not getting enough sleep, said Wayne Giles, MD, Director of CDC's Division of Population of Health. Lifestyle changes such as going to bed at the same time each night, rising at the same time each morning, and turning off or removing televisions, computers, or mobile devices from the bedroom can help people get healthy sleep they need. Healthcare providers should routinely assess patients' sleep patterns and discuss sleep-related problems such as snoring and excessive daytime sleepiness. A 2013 study on mice showed that during the sleep, the brain clears out harmful waste proteins that build up between its cells, a process that may reduce the risk of Alzheimer's. It's like a dishwasher, making Nedergaard, a professor at University of Rochester, said. He also made an analogy to a house party. You can either entertain the guests or clean up the house, but you can't really do both at the same time. The brain only has limited energy at its disposal, and it appears that it must choose between two different functional states, awake and aware, or asleep and cleaning up. Changing this mentality starts on an individual level once you realize how the sleep deprivation can be. It becomes clear that the personal and societal cost of being sleepy is not worth the extra hours of wakefulness. If you're really ready to combat sleep deprivation, an important first step is educating yourself about the importance of sleep and healthy sleep habits. Now let's look into the future of two different outcomes. In the future, if society ignored the importance of sleep and did not receive the appropriate amount of sleep each night, then death rate will increase due to the accidental and health-related deaths, and society will be dependent on more medications to combat the many health issues in American adults. As a society will not be evolving, we will be dying. Now, if we look into the future and everyone did receive the appropriate amount of sleep, then not only will this impact the individual itself, but as society as a whole. Rates of chronic diseases would decrease and the population rate would increase. The society health would be dramatically improved with better immune systems, improved moods, and more proactivity day to day. We could become more intelligent due to healthier brains. Now, on a personal note, February 5th of this year, my friend had passed away in a motorcycle accident. He was out late the night before with little to no sleep with work the next morning. On his way to work the next morning on his motorcycle, he ran into the back of the car and died. It came to the conclusion that he was experiencing microsleep, which is involuntarily nodding off, which you cannot control. Now, if he had gotten those 8 hours of sleep, then he would still be with us today. Now, raise your hand if you will consciously work on your getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep at night starting tonight. The first step is to schedule your bedtime as you would your class or your work. Make this a priority to your present and future health. In summary, we have public health epidemic sleep deprivation in our country affecting 40% of adults. Sleep deprivation has enormous economical, medical, environmental, and health-related consequences and costs. We can conquer this epidemic if each individual will commit to getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night, and if there's a problem, seek out from a healthcare provider. I am passionate about this topic ever since my friend had passed away, and I am doing my part to stop this public health epidemic, and by sharing with you and urging you to get the sleep that you need. I cannot stress enough how much your sleep affects your overall health. Now let's stop, revive, and survive. Thank you. Do you guys have any questions? Yeah.
You talk about getting 8 hours of sleep. Is that like the most ideal amount of sleep, or do some people need more, or do they need less?
The adult average is 8 hours, well, like 7 to 9 hours. But like for babies and younger, they typically need more, and then older people need less. But typically, if you do sleep, it would be 8 hours. If you do more, sometimes that can't be good. Thanks, guys.